Assalamualaikum, you guys. I just want to make a short kind of video. And I want to talk about how you can mend your broken heart without God. And I know you guys are like, what the hell? You can't really fix your broken heart without God. And I completely agree with you. I think that ultimately, even after I say what I tell you guys, what you guys should do, I feel like you will never feel fulfilled. You will always have the emptiness inside of you until you find someone to replace that part of you that feels empty. So in that sense, I believe that you always definitely need God ultimately in order to feel completely content, you know. So anyways, so I made a video previously, long time ago, of how to fix a broken heart. And what I used to do long time ago, I used to take the Quran and I used to take verses that I could relate to, remind them repeatedly to myself, and that's how I got over heartbreaks. But now I found other ways, and it's weird though, guys. Back then I used to feel. For some reason this time I don't feel at all. It's really weird. Nowadays I don't feel anything at all, and maybe because I'm 26 and I've experienced a lot that where I can't, like, my body isn't even like, Monica, it ain't worth it. What are you even sad over? How many times we've been through this? I'm like, true that. Like, I just like take things lightheartedly, and I'm like, okay, another lesson in life. Move on with your life. You know what I mean? But for those that are not on that level, y'all still get hurt when things don't work out. I don't get hurt anymore if things don't work out. I'm like, thank God, man. I'm just trying to find my husband, okay? That's it. Okay, one thing I just want to tell y'all. Too many women, especially, I mean, maybe there are men too. Yeah, there are men out there. I've met men who basically pray for a specific person, and they're like, please, Ya Allah, please, I want to marry this person. Please let it happen. And I know people who's done that, and they got their wishes come true, and then they regretted marrying them, because then that's when Allah exposes to them why that person wasn't right for you. And now you're like, okay, you want to get married? Go ahead, go get married. And they're like, crap, Allah was protecting me, And a lot of them ended divorced. So what I'm saying is, don't allow your love, your feelings to overflow to like so much to the point where there's no logic, where you lose yourself, you lose your just everything, okay? Because everyone loses their brain when they're in love, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, I am a deep ass lover, and that's just a fact. But I'm a quick cutter too. Like, I will cut you out of my life as soon as I see something about you is unhealthy for me in my life, So one thing I will suggest you guys is that when you are heartbroken, first thing you should do, which I believe so many men don't do but women do, but this can help either, but be alone and completely put yourself in that mindset where you're heartbroken and feel the pain you felt from whatever that person did to you, whatever it could be, right? And feel it, and just feel it. Just let that feeling stay in your heart. Too many of us are too scared to feel it, and that is why you mending your heart takes so much longer, because it just spreads out over time, and you think you're good, and then you feel sad again, and whatever. Don't do that, okay? Just let yourself feel it all. And then as you're feeling it, it's so weird. I mean, for me, I allow myself to feel it, and I'm just like, it gets to the point where I'm just numb and I don't feel nothing, and I'm like, wow, and it's crazy, you guys, because I've been feeling so much numbness to the point I'm like, God, I feel more lost when I feel nothing. I rather feel pain. I rather feel sad than not feel nothing at all. And I know that Allah is always protecting me when, now that I have that type of mindset where it's like, oh, I don't feel nothing, I don't care, like, it's not to act tough, I legitimately do not feel nothing, and I'm like, Allah, I'd rather have pain where this hardship can take me closer to you than me not feeling anything, just feeling lost and just praying just out of, like, feeling robotic and, like, not really feeling anything. I don't want that, So yeah, one thing is to definitely feel the pain, and then it's weird, and over, like, you'll just feel it just slowly, like, fading away, and you just don't feel nothing, and you're like, wow, like, And another thing is that to analyze the situation, what happened, what can you do better, instead of being like, that person used me, that person cheated on me, that person hurt me. Just be like, that's their loss. When someone hurts you, uses you, cheats on you, that's something that's wrong with them. They're insecure about something in their life. they're insecure about themselves. That's something that's wrong with them mentally. For them to do that to another human being and not being man enough, woman enough to do things the right way. Instead, they mess you up real badly before they leave you. Know that there's nothing wrong with you. It's everything that's wrong with them. So you have to tell yourself. Because usually, when I was younger, I used to be the type like, oh my god, I'm a sucky person, I'm ugly, what's wrong with me? Now it's like, damn, what's wrong with them? They missing me, losing me? Okay, wow. Like, that is a huge loss for them. Okay. Bye. You know, that's my mentality now. So, what I'm saying is, remind yourself how amazing you are. And then feel sorry for them. Feel sorry that people like them exist and then feel good that you can be someone who's so good enough that people actually want to use you because you're such a good person. You have things to offer. These type of people, they make you feel like, oh, you got nothing to offer. That's why I use you for that and this and that. That's all I need you for. Peace out. I'm on to the next one. Those type of people, I'm telling you, they're never going to be happy in life. And that's what you got to tell yourself, because while they're chasing hoes and, you know, whatever it is, you are like content. You're like, wow, okay, well, dang, I never needed people like that in my life anyways, because you know at the end of the day you've benefited them more than you've benefited in anything in return. You know what I mean? So you start to really analyze and see like, okay, well, shoot, I guess these rose-colored glasses really like made me think something, but it was nothing than what I thought it to be. And always tell yourself, Allah, I just want to, okay, this is with God. Just tell yourself, or tell God, Allah, I want to be guided to my husband. I want to be guided to my wife, the one that's created for me for this life and the hereafter. Because too many of us want to pray for someone specific. Don't do it. Because if that person that you're talking to right now is the right one, still pray for the right spouse, because then you'll be directed to them if they are right for you. So never question God, never think, oh, well, he doesn't know what's good for me. Yes, he does. Okay, don't question him. I used to question him. Okay, and bruh, when I be shown why something didn't work, I'm like, dang, like, God, I'm so sorry. Like, why do I always limit you in your power and your knowledge and like think I know better when you know so much better than I do? You know, you see the seen and the unseen, you know. So yeah, and just analyze and feel the pain and just keep it going, and then go outside and just realize the world is bigger than you thought. Like, sometimes you think you're in your own little box and you're just like, there's nothing else, in my life except that person. I'm gonna die without that. No. Once you go outside, you go have fun, you're like, wow, what am I being sad over? It's just one person, man. There's like billions of other people out in the world. I can find someone better than that. You deserve the love you give to others, and you deserve that in return. So don't think you have to settle and like, yeah, like I'm getting older, whatever the case may be. Don't ever settle for anything, y'all. Nobody, man. You need to be happy. You need to know that this is for the rest of your life, and you want to marry only once. You don't want to get divorced. That's been happening too often. And I mean, I guess maybe I'm negative Nancy or something like that, but I've seen statistics where when a man and a woman gets married, the woman becomes sad and the man becomes more happy, because the man tends to benefit more from the marriage than the woman does. And that really makes me feel like, I don't know if I want to get married anymore. You know what I'm saying? I've been making way too many sacrifices. For once, I want to be with a man who's willing to make sacrifices for me and love me, where I don't have to put so much freaking stress and feel anxious. I don't want someone like that. And so if you're also like, oh, well, how do I know if someone's right for me? It's someone who won't cause you that much crazy trouble, chaos in your life. Someone who you go to for comfort and calmness, who may make mistakes here and there, but someone who is, ultimately someone you can lean on, So another thing I told my friend, okay, a lot of my friends actually, they have this sense like, oh, well, I don't want to know if he's this way. Why? You need to know. This is going to be your future partner for the rest of your life. Why would you want to not know this information? Like, in Islam, when it comes to marriage, you're allowed to spy. You're allowed to go speak to people that know them. It's not considered gossiping. You do whatever you need to do, because this is the person you're going to try to marry for the rest of your life. That's going to be your life partner. For me, I'm never in denial. If I see a red flag, I'm like, okay, that's something wrong with them. I want to see if those red flags are something I can handle, So always look for the truth. Stop allowing your emotions get to you, and use your logic and be like, yo, can this person really be a good example, a role model for my kids? Like, if you don't, like, if you wouldn't even let your own daughter or your son marry someone like that, then don't be with someone like that. Don't be with someone you gotta change and fix, man. I've been doing that all my freaking life. I don't got time for that no more, man. I'm tired, man. I ain't no freaking mechanic, okay? I just want to be happy, you know? And happiness starts with yourself. That's another thing. Too many people feel like their life is incomplete without a partner, and I understand companionship is very normal, but again, like, what this person will hurt you. It doesn't matter how loving and kind they are. They're a human. At the end of the day, they will hurt you. And so happiness starts with you, and seeing your own value, and never settling and allowing people to treat you a certain way because you feel like, well, you're not worthy enough. Well, if you're not worthy enough, then why do you think you're attracting wrong people? It's because they also think you're not worthy enough, or they do think you're worthy enough, but they don't want you to know that because they see that, oh, you got low self-esteem. Let me play with this chick because, you know, and you're a beautiful person for a narcissist, you know? And I've been, you know, attracting nothing but narcissists as well. Not all of them, but, you know. And, yeah, so don't let that get to you. Know that you are enough, and if someone doesn't make you feel like you're enough, then don't settle for that. Nobody got time for that. And yeah, ultimately you will really, this is your heart, okay? And if someone cannot take care of your heart like you're taking care of their heart, it is not worth it. I run like the opposite way as soon as I notice, like, this isn't the right person for me. This, before I used to think everyone was the right person for me. Now I'm like, nope, not the right person. Peace out. You know? And I'm not afraid to lose people because at the end of the day, I'm happy alone. I'm happy with Allah and me, you know? And that's where God comes in, because I do have God. I have people, but I know people who don't believe in God, or may not have God, or don't feel connected to God, and they are always depressed, and they always feel like I want someone, and they go relationship to relationship, and they're ultimately not ever happy. But I feel completely happy, and I notice that when I exude that, I keep attracting people because I'm happy, you know? And people want to be around positive people who are happy without people being in their life. Like, they're just fine, you know? So you want to be that, and you want to just love yourself, man. Allow that pain to be inside you and let it subside, and then life goes on, you know? It doesn't end just because a chapter with someone else ends, you know? I don't believe that just because you love someone that they're right for you. I believe that what's right for you, you'll know. Like, you don't have, like, you will learn to love people like that. Like, I used to be so, like, very immature, very shallow. Oh, you're hot. Yeah, you gotta be it because my heart's pumping. But for real, my heart's pumping of lust. Okay, that's about it. You know, the muscles are real nice and shit, but can it pick up, can it pick itself up? For fudge, can you do that, you know? Like, that's how you know a man's got strength, you know? You gotta look at the real stuff. We so busy looking at the shallow joint, you know? And nobody got time for that no more. Like, I don't got time for that. I want to learn to love someone who's such a good person instead of just loving someone because you're hot, you know? Like, that's great and stuff. But, you know, it's a lot. I've also noticed that society is resorting to just looks, and that's how they base their relationship on. Oh, we look cute together, and that's about it. And they see that their personalities do not collide well, you know. So yeah, I hope this has helped you guys a little.